Today we are watching a video called Memes About Canadian by WZKL. It's been a long time since we watched memes, so let's do this one. And this one is about Canadian, which we are one of it.
Canada in American movies.
Kind of true. I don't know why in every American movie, even in South Park. Like you know in South Park how they make the Canadian has the eyes with a black dot, while most Canadian live in a city that not everyone is adventure that live in the wild winter time, minus 40 degree. Okay.
Canada in American movies. Why there is less gravity in Hudson Bay, Canada. Everyone else. Canadians and Australians. What foreigners are scared of in Canada. What Canadians are scared of in Canada.
True!
No matter how cold.
True! Oh my god! I never know I found so much connection here. The goose! The goose are freaking scary in Canada. They bite your eyes. They bite your ass, not your eyes. Not the eyes on your face, I mean the ass on your bottom. Like, they're scary. Don't go near them, okay? Don't go near them.
What foreigners are scared of in Canada. What Canadians are scared of in Canada. No matter how cold it gets. Some weirdo in Canada is sleeping with a fan on. My driving instructor always told me to give a moose the right of way. Legal, illegal versus illegal and legal. Gun
control versus chocolate control. What? Why is Kinder Egg illegal in the USA, huh?
Control versus chocolate control.
Huh?
Canada, after seeing the mess in the USA. In other countries, they have an elf on the shelf. In Canada, we have goose on moose.
Yeah!
Fashion at my small town Canadian bar.
Oh, this is sad, but it's also true. Because the toy inside is choking hazard. Oh, fair.
When a serial killer breaks into your home, but you live in Canada, the most photogenic moose in the world. In Canada, even the moose are gentlemen. More gentlemen than the men.
And they have good teeth. Oh.
Arguing about pineapple on pizza. Canadians are doing this and getting away with it. Geese around the world versus geese.
Wait, is this gravy with what is this? Is this poutine? Oh, poutine.
Pineapple on pizza. Canadians are doing this and getting away with it. Geese around the world versus geese in Canada. Canadian bathroom graffiti. Your mum is a something lady? Your father is proud of you. Hailstorm.
They're so nice.
In Canada. Why did I think nothing bad happens in Canada? Canadian police don't use dogs. They use geese. Please stop.
No way.
Traffic must turn left. Canadian stop sign. Canada sucks because half the country speaks French and the other half lets them. Canada begins construction on a wall at the Canada-US border. And it's beavers, they're doing all the work. It doesn't get much more Canadian. Beaver Street, Maple Avenue. Stop.
I do think we have beaver on our coins. Or something important. Yeah, beaver are very important.
October, April. Meanwhile, in Canada, petition to rename the USA South Canada. What about Alaska? Are we the normal Canada? Canada a bit to the left. What about South America? Is that just America or South Canada? I cried my hat. Other Canada, East Canada, everywhere's Canada. Okay,
Everywhere's Canada.
Planets are Canadian.
That's too much.
Conventions versus dogman sighting. Coincidence? I fixed
Wait.
Furry conventions versus dogman sighting.
What's dogman, chat? Also, why is there no furry convention in Canada? Okay, there are 2 in Ottawa, 1 in Toronto. Okay, there's 3.
Coincidence? I fixed the US-Canada border. People not from Canada. How do you see the average Canadian? By traveling to Canada. Sell Montana to Canada for $1 trillion to erase national debt. Montana is literally useless. Just tell Canada that it has beavers or something. So it has a maple syrup farm. The entire US-Canadian border is defined by a 20-foot deforested area called the Slash.
That's so chill.
Didn't I know about this?
That's so chill.
Someone said pop. Where are they from? Bump into them. Sorry, Canada. Oop. Midwest. Passive-aggressive glare. Pacific Northwest. Does Canada even have a president? Or is it just whatever moose has the strongest antlers?
Oh my god, dude! Are you kidding me? Is this real? Is this average people? What is this platform? What? You guys don't have a president? I don't know. By the way, I'm Canadian. I don't know. I know we have a prime minister. I don't know. Yeah, I'm just a chill Canadian. I say thank you all the time. I don't know anything, okay? Yeah.
During the annual hair freezing contest in Canada, contestants keep themselves warm in the hot springs while letting the cold winter air freeze their wet hair into interesting shapes.
Fun.
Gamer Girl, the ideal girlfriend who plays video games but extremely rare, said to only be found in the magical land of Canada.
I cannot fight this. Do you know how much VTubers are Canadian? Do you also know how many e-girls? Like we are a country weirdly produce so much e-girls and women on the internet. I think it's because we have literally nothing else to do in this frozen land but stay indoor and play video game. So...
Canadians, rest of the world, where are they? The amount of snow in Canada right now. Emergency has been declared.
Ooh, that's snow. That's not a second door chat. That's literally snow. I think it's because there's nothing in Canada but moose and ice. See, I'm with you. I'm with you.
Entrance to opposite world. Meanwhile, in Canada, there are only 2 seasons in Canada. Flu and mosquito. Canada in real life. Canada according to Americans. Sorry. Dear neighbors, we have kidnapped your bird. It will be safely returned to you on impeachment day. We believe this is in everyone's best interest. With love, Canada. In Canada, even the robbers are polite. Sorry to cause this mess in your house. I just wanted some food, but broke a glass. Be careful, the floor is not fully clean. I go to school in Ottawa.
Don't sleep. Don't trip yourself. I'm sorry. I broke your door and glass and I stole your food, but I'm sorry. Don't trip yourself.
And we write our exams in a hockey rink. Serious question. If the same person holds 2 consecutive doors for you, is it common courtesy to say thank you both times?
I think
this
so.
This is the most Canadian... Yes, it is. Yeah, I would say thank you both
I will
times,
say
of
twice.
course. So the Montreal police officers are on strike to shame the government, and they decided to wear different kind of pants.
Those are some bad choices.
Orange pants look really cool. You were like a brother to me. I loved you. And they're speaking in Russian for some reason. In case you didn't know, Canada has a strategic national maple syrup reserve. It was stolen. Netflix has a documentary about the theft. I've discovered what I want to be when I grow up. Any Canadian. I've lived in Canada my whole life. Canada. Most Americans don't realize how big America is. Look, I'm cooking potatoes.
How big is America? Wait, what? What does this mean? America is pretty big. What does that mean? I don't understand this picture.
Don't realize how big America is. Look, I'm cooking potatoes and one of them is from Canada. I shall grant.
That's a South Park joke, isn't it? Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Yes, it is. I never know we're just potatoes. Okay.
Cooking potatoes and one of them is from Canada. I shall grant thee any wish. Now speak. Japan, California. May I have a wheelchair ramp, please? Health Canada. Best I can do is assisted death. I just realized my favorite part of Michigan is that one highway exit in Detroit where if you get off, they force you to go to Canada and you can't turn around. I once saw a guy swerve 3 lanes to not go to Canada. I had to swerve across 3 lanes of traffic to not go to Canada. Being a Canadian is confusing because you sound like an American, write like a Brit, and throw in just enough French words to freak everyone.
That is kind of true, chat. The way sometimes we spell word here in Canada, we follow the British way because if you don't know, every time for us to pass a bill, it still have to go through the British government. They have to agree for a bill to be passed in order for Canadian government to fully pass it, you know. And we follow a lot of British spelling too. So color is spelled with a U. Yeah. That is true.
Out. Canadian bacon. Those who know. Canada,
I don't know.
Where 10 degrees is considered a heat wave.
True.
Canada and US language differences. Color, bunny hug, hoodie, pop, soda.
I never heard of bunny hug, but interesting.
Good healthcare system. I left coffee in my car last night. A hoodie, pop, soda. A good healthcare system.
A good healthcare system. There should be quotation mark for that good healthcare system.
I left coffee in my car last night. Still want to come to Canada? You mean I don't even need to buy a fridge when I come? Canada
Yes.
hit by massive mobile.
My mom literally do that. Sometimes she wanna be frozen. Like during New Year, my parents, they will buy a whole sheep sometime. I'm talking about a whole sheep. Like they're large. They will never fit in any of your home normal small fridge, maybe those gigantic fridge in the garage or in the basement, sure, but we don't have one of that. So she will throw the whole sheep in the backyard in the snow, and it will just stay frozen, and she will just do that. It's literally working. Like you don't need to use a fridge.
Internet outage. Communications disruption could mean only one thing: invasion. In Canada, it is illegal to pretend to practice witchcraft. However, completely legal to practice witchcraft.
What?
So you're not allowed to be a poser.
What does that mean? Like you have to be a real witch? How do you know? How do they know if I'm real witch or fake witch? So
2019, a cinema in Canada accidentally played the horror movie The Curse of La Llorona instead of Detective Pikachu.
Oh,
Terrified children then
no.
began to cry and scream. Hawaiian pizza was invented in Canada by a Greek.
Oh yeah, Chad. Did you know Canadian made Hawaiian pizza? Yeah, thank you. They made Hawaiian pizza. They also made California roll. I don't know why Canadian invite a pizza but call it Hawaiian, or they invite a sushi roll but call it California. Why?
Immigrant who was inspired by Chinese food to put a South American ingredient on an Italian dish. Meanwhile, in Canada, I don't care.
Oh, I do this.
It's April. I love our money.
I eat ice cream in snow.
On an Italian dish. Meanwhile, in Canada, I don't care. It's April. I love our money.
Boston Pizza is also from Canada? That's crazy. I didn't know that. Boston Pizza is like a pizza brand we don't know. Boston Pizza, BP. Boston Pizza. It looks like a blue icon.
So much. It smells like
Oh, I'm on to full screen.
Meanwhile, in Canada, I don't care. It's April. I love our money so much. It smells like maple syrup and has hidden secrets. What even is Canada? Canadian money makes no sense. British.
We have a plastic money, if you didn't know. Yeah, plastic.
British, Canada, eh? British. Canada, you don't even go here. Why can't I own a Canadian? Walk faster! How Americans see American beer. How Canadians see American beer. When you don't say sorry in Canada, no one. Robbers in Canada. Good morning, everyone. Would you be so kind to give me all of your money?
Another thing is when Canadians say their thank you, they really don't mean it. It's just like a formal thing they do. It's like marked in their brain. They just say thank you. But do they really mean it? I don't think so.
Money? In Newfoundland, a woman called to complain of noisy kids. This is how the police responded. Meanwhile, in Canada, annual snowball fight at UBC postponed due to snow. Nice truck.
No.
Thanks. You too. Let me guess. Canada. Meanwhile, in Canada, free snowman. Some assembly required. Canada in 1965 be like, yo, that's a cool flag. Canada taps into strategic reserves to deal with massive shortage of maple syrup.
How?
We have you surrounded, Canada. Come out with your maple syrup. I love waffles. Polar bear.
How is Canadian short of maple syrup? I thought that's all we got. How? What?
In Canada have become good friends with a group of sled dogs. In Canada, we play Guess If You're in a Lane. Level 2, add construction
This
zones.
is real, chat. This is really difficult. You can't see anything. When there's a snowstorm, you can't see the lane and nobody can speed up.
Some seasons from around the world. Winter, spring, summer, fall. This is in Canada. United Kingdom, it's basically always raining. Philippines, summer, typhoon. Solution to USA/Canada rivalry. Canada becomes part of America and we take down everyone as one super country. The US of Here's a map of the Louisiana Purchase. What happened up here? Did Canada ask nicely or something?
Yeah, we did.
I want it back.
I bet.
War is on the table. Fun fact, your new large cups in Canada can hold 4 packets of ramen noodles. The important information we've all been needing. Yo, America, Dad's coming to visit. We've got to act like we've been good boys. Canada, bring out the fine china. Wow,
fine
very
china?
nice of you boys for treating me by bringing out your finest cups. You can get it at the dollar store for $2 a pack. Breaks a glass bottle. Who wants to fight? Accidentally cut some. Are you okay? This post is so Canadian. I live in Texas. You're definitely Canadian. I'm not Canadian. I was with a new friend yesterday and he was telling us how he worked on a maple syrup farm. And then he kind of pulls me aside and was like, hey, don't tell anyone, but I can get you some maple syrup at a nice discount price. But technically it's not legal, but let's
How is this sound so sketchy?
keep that on the down low. And I think I just made friends with an illegal
Oh my god, why are you dealing maple syrup like this? Like it's illegal medicine.
Maple syrup dealer. What's that, Texas? There's frost on your grass? Cool story, bro. Language differences. Soda. Pop. Reality show.
We do call it pop. That is true. Because maple syrup is delicious and I need it for my bourbon syrup for adult waffles. Maple syrup is liquid gold. Do they sell really expensively in compared to other syrup, right?
Where Canadians are sent to Australia and vice versa. No plot, no missions. Just Canadians and Australians trying to survive each other's weather. Our latest episode. Dutch royalty in Ottawa. Our child must be born on Dutch land. Let us borrow this land and we'll give it back as soon as the baby's born.
Sure
thing, bro. First Canadian
Sure.
coins unveiled with King Charles' image. What do you think? Way too big. Canadian government billboard ad in my city. Tariffs are a tax on your grocery bill. Canadian store not accepting US currency. Sorry, we no longer accept US currency. A 39-year-old man survived 9 days in the Canadian wilderness on pond water. He carved help into a rock that led rescuers to his shelter, made out of mud and wood. Canadian doctors be like, if you feel sad, I can eat you.
Bro, wow. I shouldn't be laughing.
A man in Canada is still using his Sony PSP for GPS in 2025.
That's
Terry
crazy.
Fox running during his marathon of Hope Run across Canada in 1980. He ran for 143 days. But yeah, of course he can run
Wow.
that far because he's only got one leg. This is really impressive. Bring back my wheelbarrow. Thank you for bringing back my wheelbarrow. Canadians, we're usually nice people until hockey comes on. Then if you're not on our team, you best shut the hell up. Canadian crime scene. A double homicide. Ads don't...
Which I'm really disappointed in Tim Horton nowadays, which is like a Canadian coffee store that's like chained up. They sell coffee, they sell like donuts, they sell sandwiches. But recently their quality is becoming worse and worse, and I literally don't visit them anymore. Really sad. Tim Horton used to be a banger. There's a couple in New York City. Yeah, there is also, they opened in Asia too. There's Tim Horton in China and all that. But nowadays, the quality.
Get more Canadian than this. Sorry we didn't think of maple sooner. Canada in Dutch history books. Canada in German history books. Canada in Quebec history books. Canada in Canadian history books. Hey, North Korea, here's a handy map of the USA. Oh my, Native Americans USA and Canada, why would you do
What?
this? Every country has done something horrible, but yeah, it's truly tragic what happened.
I don't understand. I don't understand that one. Wait, what? Oh, should I read the text again? Oh,
Would you do
okay.
this? Every country has done something horrible, but yeah, it's truly tragic what happened.
Yeah.
This is the field right now.
We have an orange t-shirt today for people who doesn't know. It's to do like a remembrance day for the indigenous children and the people that went through horrifying experiences.
Commonwealth for the Mexico versus Canada game. I think Canada might have an unfair advantage. Dolphins have returned to Italy. Meanwhile, in Canada in 1915. I just took out an entire German army with just my bayonet. 2020. People doubt my existence. When you die in Canada, you die in real life.
What?
He protect, he attack. But most importantly, he has Canada Goose's back. Civilians.
Oh.
So how do I defend myself? Canada? That's the neat part. You don't. Wow.
You say sorry. You gotta say the sorry.
It's almost like it's the UK. We're not allowed to do this either. Protest?
It's funny because a couple of weeks ago I rewatched the zombie movie called the really good zombie movie based from UK. 20 days later, it's from UK, right? So there is no gun in that zombie movie, and everyone is either carrying a bunking stick or something else. And I was like, damn. Yeah, imagine zombie happen there. People gonna struggle a bit, isn't it?
Protests in the USA versus protests in Canada. Don't do it again, okay? I'm a little upset. The punishment for stealing 5K in Canada is a 2K fine. Follow for more financial advice. Meanwhile, in Canada, you know it's cold when the ticket machines are wearing parkas.
Aww.
The world's shortest internet.
I think that's not real. That's like an inflatable ticket machine. Is this real? Is this real or is this like a joke?
Canada. You know it's cold when the ticket machines are wearing parkas.
Oh,
the
no.
world's shortest international bridge, connecting a homeowner in Canada to his backyard in New York.
Ooh.
You Americans have bad healthcare. Up in Canada, we have it free. Canadian healthcare. The world's largest truck was the 1974 Terex 3319 Titan, built by General Motors of Canada.
Wow.
Britain standing alone against Germany after the fall of France.
Another new thing, so we have built the world's largest truck. Cool.
Canada, Australia, New Zealand, South Africa, and India. We give you guys credit too, come on. Canada right now. But if we crush the economy, we both drown, said the frog. Lol, said the scorpion. LMAO. If Canada buys Elon Musk, I am moving to Twitter. Friend,
What?
where are we going? Me? No time to explain. Get in. When someone breaks into your house in America, get the gun. When someone breaks into your house in Canada, prepare for the most unpleasant pillow fight of your life. Why do I feel more of an urge to shout freedom and celebrate 4th of July than I did Canada Day when I'm Canadian? That's the power of America.
That's USA! USA!
How Japanese view the Canadians. Hello everyone, I'm Kate Wood. This is some BC bud, one of my
What?
country's biggest exports. I'm from Canada, it's not America. I have a maple leaf flag on my bag. I pour maple syrup on everything. Thank you, Canada.
They should show a picture of the woman pour maple syrup on her weed. That will be even better. Just sweet flavor maple syrup weed.
That keeps McDonald's, Burger King, KFC, Wendy's, all junk food and liquor stores open, but shuts down gyms and fitness centers to keep you healthy? Are we that stupid? Yes, we are. Of course we're that stupid. Happy Canada Day, you syrup-drinking, hockey-loving piece of... Happy 4th of July, you gun-touting, capitalistic poop weasel. Thanks. The accuracy of this is precious. Me. Goes for a morning...
I can't believe the Canadian country to some foreigner are known for their weed and the maple syrup and the beers and the snow. That's it. That's the only characteristic you get when you think about Canada. That's actually some achievement, honestly.
run while using a VPN. What my FBI agencies trying to buy used car parts from Canada. How much was the setup? 1,800 Canadian for the tower. How much is that in real dollars and not maple leaves? 1,800 maple leaves is about 1,300 bald eagles, I think. Canadian street gangs. So the average American versus the average Canadian. Canadians drinking slushies and t-shirts amongst snow in April. Canadian.
I heard people talk about literally like maybe years ago, Canadian dollar to USD was 1-to-1, and Canada was quite cool. Very a lot of AI company here and all that, technology company here, and they had BlackBerry. BlackBerry. I was not in that time. Okay. Ever since I moved to Canada, I never see the USD to Canadian dollar 1-to-1. That I don't know how long that was ago. I heard maybe 20 years, but that's unimaginable to me.
Canadians that one time at Vimy. People who say, Canadians. Americans making fun of Canadians. Canadians making fun of Americans making fun of Canadians. Sometimes I get mad at Canadian stereotypes.
Really?
Then again, a few weeks ago, I said, excuse me to a Canadian goose, and then thanked it when it moved out of my way.
I say thank you to ChatGPT. Every time after I talk to ChatGPT, I will be like, thank you so much. I really appreciate this. Now I think about it, maybe it's also Canadian in me. The Canadian. I say thank you to AI and a random internet post.
I have to be polite to Canadian geese or else they'll Did I just say moose? I think I said, did I? I don't even know. I don't even remember. Americans be like, damn it. Canadians be like, hold my timmies. Does Canada have an army or do they just send herds of moose after their enemies? We don't have enemies because we don't stir up drama with other countries like the rest of you. What Americans know about Canada. Actual facts. It's cold. You know you're in Canada when the car in front of you is a Zamboni driven by a guy in a hockey helmet in July.
What's a Zamboni?
There was a gang turf war outside of my apartment today. Canada begins construction on a wall at the US-Canada border. The neurodivergent experience is talking about your brain as if it's a separate entity from yourself. My new sign finally arrived. The dog has a gun and refuses to take his medication. They call me El Salsa. I really try to challenge Canadian stereotypes at every opportunity. But today, I was walking down Yonge Street in Toronto, and a fire truck honked very loudly, and I clutched my chest and said, my word. As I drove past, a fireman leaned out the window and apologized to me, so I just don't know.
nose is legitimately terrifying. It is very, very, very scary.
No tobogganing permitted at this facility. Sorry, those polite Canadians. If you know what this is for, you might be Canadian.
That's a cup for your milk. Do you know about this? When you buy a cup for your milk, means you buy bagged milk. You put it in here, like you don't have to pour it in. It's just holding the bag, and then you pour out from the bag. You put it in, and then the cup will hold the milk like that. Anyway, Canadian saying.
Canadians, they get it. So, my American friend made us a cake for Canada Day. Meanwhile, in Canada, off two Tims. Canadian summers are quite balmy. March 11th, March 12th. Yes, the Canadian
Oh, our spring. Sometimes we get snow even until April. I talk about this. My birthday is in May, and I used to be a summer child back in China because May is summertime, and ever since I moved to Canada, I'm playing a gamble game. It's either a pool and swimming time or winter in May still. Like not early winter, I mean late ending of winter and beginning of spring in May, which is not ready for bikini or pool, you know?
spring. It was very nice while it lasted. Canadian hell. This is a sad day.
Aww.
In the most Canadian picture ever, my buddy caught a puck with his poutine. My favorite
What's
thing
a
about
puck?
history is how everyone tries to invade Russia, but are somehow caught off guard by the Russian winter. In Soviet Russia, country fight for you. My brother, I have a very interesting theory that if Canadians tried to invade Russia, they would actually survive.
Really?
But once they reached the capital, they would just make friends and play some hockey.
Oh yeah, we will say sorry. Sorry we invaded your country, my bad, oopsie.
I agree with this assessment. Canadians have the best bus stops. Are you kidding me, Canada? What's ice hockey? Canada versus Canada in American movies. When you say sorry for sneezing, Canada. The earth without art is just Canadians. What Americans know about Canada. Actual facts. It's cold. I didn't know they have
Hey, we see that once already. Hey, that's twice of it.
diapers made specifically for Canadian babies. Schools closed. Police stay home. Buses, we're not driving. City, please don't drive. We're having a hard time getting to emergencies. Minimum wage bosses. So when are you coming in? People up north who have snow half of the year. Visible confusion. Meanwhile, in Canada, snowda. My plan for world domination begins with apologizing. I have winter tires and heated seats. Canadians, flirting. Canada's gift.
I wanna say that is kind of a selling point.
To the world. You're welcome. A Canadian man was arrested for a DUI and no license after driving a child's pink Barbie Jeep to a gas station. Meanwhile, in Canada, behold the texting mitt, a sign of how low we have sunk. How low? This is really convenient, especially in Canada where it's negative a-hole degrees up. Besides, sometimes you don't need your phone while walking outside, whether for light or communication or directions. Like, I've needed to text people while outside several times this week. I'd rather not literally risk frostbite to do it. European history in Canada. Indigenous history in Canada.
Okay, we end with a dark one.
Canada.
Very fun, chat. I like this meme video. I enjoyed it a lot. Okay, and we will see each other on the next one. Mwah.